Good morning, everybody. Just setting up. Let's let the room fill up for 1 second. So it's pretty interesting. I'm trying to listen through this year to the TV about Purdue Pharma settling for 10 to 12 billion dollars, and they're going to declare bankruptcy on the opioid crisis. And um, this lady is saying that it's actually tactical because Purdue is not going anywhere, but since they're the first to settle, they can kind of just shake it off because every other company is being sued. Johnson and Johnson lost in Texas, I believe it was, and just a lot of interesting stuff going on this morning. The yield curve has re-inverted, so it's inverted again, and essentially it's been going from inverted to inverted to not inverted. And uh, yes, yes, hi, good morning. That's like last minute. I would not wait until. That's why I said it this week. That's last minute, and I normally would not wait until 3 days before, to go to the doctor to tell him no, to go to. It's just I wouldn't do it. That's why I did it this week. I would never wait until the last minute like that. But yeah. Oh, what are you? No, I was talking about. I can't. I'm actually working, so I can't say all these things out loud. But why? So all right. So what are you suggesting? Everything over there. Okay. So all right. I was hoping to. Dang it. I was hoping that. Yeah, I tried to be like, I'm at work right now. I can't talk on the phone. So, uh, yeah. Anyway, I'm back. Let's restart. No, everything's good. Everything's good here, right? I shared, and yeah, markets are down. Yield curves reinverted. um, or has become inverted again. It's on this like wave where it's inverted, not inverted, and it's interesting because what ends up happening is people become desensitized. Last time the first time they came out with the news that the yield curve was inverted, it was like a massive sell-off, and now the Dow is only down and implied open 71 points. So it's almost as if you know, It's just people are becoming desensitized, is what it seems like, and that's what they're saying. And is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. Depends on your positions. Yeah, Mike, it was not a bad call. It was not. It, it's a doctor. You all know I got sick with my kidneys a while back. I'm not gonna talk about that stuff over, you know, urine samples and stuff. I'm like, that's gross. All right. So anyway, let's get started. I'm already behind, and let me just, if you don't mind, sharing this video on Facebook, I do appreciate it, or on YouTube, liking and subscribing. All those things help with growth, which, by the way, is the secret to success, according to some. Some say the secret to success is smiling, and that's the most corniest ever. And when someone told that to me, I wanted to punch him in the face. Whoa, back up, back up. Just kidding. I love smiling. We're all happy people here at Breakout Trading. Very, very happy. All right, enough of the preamble. Let's get to the good stuff. I am not digging any holes today. I feel like my mic is. That's good. I'm not digging any holes today. Good morning, Darlene, Brian, Mark, Aaron, and Pedro Ebian. I said that right, and you know I did. Uh, DBW. Wow, we had a good trade with this. We had a good time with this last time, but why is it up again? Look at this. This is just a terrible formation. Let's see what the you got. You got buy and you got a buy signal here. Well, that would have been a great buy. Those are crossover buys. That isn't the AW buy. Oh no, that is the AW. AW AI buy. So that is an AI buy signal. And we did really well on DPW, or at least I did. I remember. So let's check it out. Let's see if it meets criteria. It's a little low on volume. So volume needs to be 1/10 the float. Oh, and let me just real quick explain how we do this typically every day. We're going to look at penny stocks first. And when I say penny stocks, I actually mean really anything $12 to 90 cents, because those are great for people for growth if you have a smaller account, and they have to meet a certain criteria. It's a five-finger strategy, and I actually posted it in my Facebook group yesterday. But the five-finger strategy, so you know, we do that first, and then we look for point stocks, and then Antonio will probably chime in, or Tony Hedges as he's known, and he'll chime in and give his picks as well. He's currently working at a hedge fund right now, so that's like insider information almost. He's telling us what they're trading, so that's a pretty big deal, if you think about it. And maybe I'll make him like do a live thing. I've been talking about that, and I'm gonna do it because I always put things off. So I'm gonna make him do a live thing from the firm, so you can see. A hedge fund, you really don't need more than five guys to work at, but the one that he's at is big. Um, yeah, you can literally run a hedge fund with five people, less even. One person can run a hedge fund. All right. Anyway, DPW. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get this is the penny stock chart. DPW, biggest gainer. Nice pop. Beautiful pop. Lovely, lovely. Maybe overextended though. It did come down significantly below the VWAP. I don't like that. The volume has definitely slowed down. Oh, and then magically appeared. But the volume is slowed down. It is up on DPW Holdings eliminates debt. Okay, so they got rid of a $2 million debt. I don't know whether that was bonds or a bank debt. It doesn't say. So that's good. Maybe a bit of a overreaction. It's only $2 million, you know. Uncle, I'm not gonna say it. All right. Next, we're gonna look at LCI. I like that name, LCI. LCI. Pharmaceutical preparation manufacturing. I don't know if today is the day of all days to bet on a pharmaceutical company with what's going on in the press. But no, the volume is still a little low. The volume should be at least 3 million, but we do have some time to go, about 11 minutes. Uh, Technically nothing meets the five finger strategy today. Nothing over here anyway. But I'm gonna add LCI and I'm gonna look for the news. Okay, up on earnings. Love it, love it, love it. Love when we're up on earnings. Estimate 27, actual forecast. Let's check it out. Revenue, sales. It's a beat. FY20 sales 525 million over the year versus to 545 million versus the 505 million. Low float stock. It reaps has potential. All right, let's look at another one. And today we're gonna do something a little different in terms of at least I'm not putting in any pre-existing orders on TEFs. Period. I've been doing that, and it's been getting me into a hole because it just takes the order right at the gate. It'll fill, it'll drop, fill, and then destroy. So even though we've been green the last 6 days, we really relied solely on market volatility in those plays to get us out. So I'm not gonna do that again. I want to see, you know, how I can do because we're getting $5,000 trades, $6,000 trades. We should be up $20,000, $30,000 within the last four to 6 days. All right, TGE, terrible trend, popped up. It's around the $20 mark. It's got a high float and low volume. I'm really not interested. Um, DAKT, almost no volume, and the float is still relatively high. JAGX, MYOV. I'm going to add JAGX to the list because JAGX can move if it wants to. JAGX and MYOV. I mean, I'm going below 15 cents now, so COTY. People love COTY, like, but it's got such a high float. And its formation is terrible now. I guess it was doing good for a little bit, and that's probably when I heard people liked it. But oh, WTER, Alkaline Water Company. Okay, DAKT, MTOV, DAKT, MTOV. I want to leave Beyond on there. DAKT. Up on earnings, but no movement after that. MTOV. Uh, MTOV, MTOV, and YOV. But I did like that stock I just took off, NETE. It had an amazing pump out the gate, this NTETE, yesterday. And I have a feeling we're going to see a similar reaction today. I don't know why. I just have that feeling. It's not uncommon for stocks to do repetitive stuff. So I'm going to actually keep that one on the watch list since it's not anything I'm crazy about here. Um, Yeah, literally nothing I would tell you to buy here except uh potentially LCI. It's looking strong, but it may come back, down. It's a little extended now. DCW, DPW. If you guys have any recommendations, anything you're looking at, I would appreciate you throwing it in the bunch. And any commentary of any kind, questions, anything is appreciated. All right. TGE. Is this gonna even do anything? TGE. TGE is very weird. Put TGE or UVXY. I forgot to put that order in for. I was gonna hold UVXY. I was gonna get a 60-day out call, and I got distracted. Just literally got distracted. All right, let's look at Benzinga because Trade Ideas algorithm is the best, but it didn't give us anything, and that's probably because there isn't anything. DPW keeps going lower and lower. I'm trying to consider if that's a buy opportunity or if that's just this thing going lower and lower. All right, today stocks to watch: HP, Hewlett Packard, no. Autodesk, 12%. See, this is was not on. And stock to watch. This is 1.5% after better DP2. This stock was more percent after eliminated debt through separation agreement. Oh, through a separate exchange agreement between two creditors. So it sounds like they didn't even pay it off. Separate exchange agreement. HEI. All right. Let's take a look. We got DPW on top still, LCI just behind, TGE, which is that weird $19 stock. I want to look at TGE real quick and see why it's weird like this. It looks like it was almost bought out at 1973. So let's take a look. Bought out at 1950 a share. So this is not going to do anything. You can forget it. Take it off your watch list. It's going to stay at 1950 all day. So that's junk. This is a penny stock. So I'm not interested. SSNT. By penny stock, I mean actual currency of pennies, 70 cents. I mean, I will mess with it if it's 90 cents because I know it can get into that dollar range. And then once it gets into that dollar, but the 70 cents is too low for me. I'm sorry. Entech, another penny. Mara, another penny. No? It doesn't look like it's up at all. Let's go ahead and put Mara here. Mara. Okay, so it had a pop and then it's dumping. I don't really expect that to do anything. Why did it pump? Okay. Bitmain miners. What is that? Bitcoin miners or Bitmain? Another kind of. All right, that's great. Not interested still. Not interested in any of the little ones, man. I keep going down the list. So this might be a day for options and IMBI. 10%. What's up with IMBI? Up on earnings with no volume. Not interested. SNGX. All right, it's at my sweet spot here. What is it? SNGX. Volume is up there. This is nothing. Usually when they do this, they don't come back. But I'm gonna leave it because I like its volume. And Jagex for watching. Oh, KTOV is on the list today. KTOV is now a penny stock, really? KTOV. Let's put that on 1 minute. All right. Beautiful. I mean, what do you guys see? Anything? What are you looking at? I'm talking about small caps here. Uh, Oil U is probably going to go crazy. MBLX. I just don't see anything, man. It's like there's nothing out there today. Good morning, everybody coming in. Good morning. Good morning. What are you guys looking at? Anywhere? GS. Mary Fararana. Said GS on YouTube. Let's check it out. Oh, I'm so getting in UVXY this second. I can. Yield curve keeps inverting. So what happens if you're just tuning in? We talked about this already, but the yield curve keeps inverting and then going back to normal and then inverting, and then it's usually when the yield curve you get news like a headline, boom, yield curve inverted, it triggers selling and fear. And since it's happened like 7 times in the last 2 months, people are like, it's not as bad anymore. But it is 9 o'clock, so let's get started. Don't see much on the side of the small caps, which, believe it or not, to me, I sometimes find. I mean, if you look at the Russell when the S&P 500 is down, let's say 2%, the Russell can sometimes be down 3%, or completely the opposite. So I guess that's a bad analogy. Sometimes the small caps can be doing the best. Sometimes they exaggerate and do worse. But it seems like the market's really not doing anything. So maybe small caps are not doing anything. Goldman Sachs as a potential down play. Long play. Is it at a pivot point? Oh, okay. I see what you mean. It's very close to the $200 breakout there. I'm assuming that's a pivot point area. I mean, it's a stock to watch. It's banking stocks today. I don't know if they're the best to go into. Let me see. What are we at now? 196. So we're down a significant amount. We're down about 1%. Or actually, we're down about 0.5%. Anything else? Anybody looking at anything, guys? These charts are Thinkorswim, which I recommend for new people, but once I saw Antonio's setup and his level twos and how they are like real time, like no delay, it's made for high frequency trading. That platform, you have setups you can install to do high frequency trading. So you got your level twos and everything is like real fast. Um, you know, eh, um, yeah, right. Yeah. They call to extend my car warranty every 5 days. All right, nothing cool. 9 o'clock. I don't remember seeing this name. So 9 o'clock and something popped up on the watch list. I mean, not on the watch list, on the scanner, VTGN. So maybe this was here. I just didn't notice it. It was here, but I didn't notice it. But I do like how close this is to the 90-cent star mark. This could move up into $1. It does not really have a lot of volume. It's got about 100,000 shares in volume, 70,000. Will Blair initiates coverage on Vista outperform rating. Okay, so it looks like what is this? Analyst upgrade? I don't know. Let's just add it. Let's fill a spot. Um, DPW, man. I'm telling you, if this does a dead cat bounce out the gate, and I didn't buy it right now, it's a possibility. I mean, I have a feeling that DPW is going to have a bounce at the gate to the upside. What was I just looking at? What stock was that? VTGN? Roku, of course, killing it as usual. Gonna watch it break that 150. It's a guaranteed $4 play. Might as well just stay in. The day Roku broke 100, right? We had like a celebration. So I've been following Roku forever. It's since its IPO. That's not really forever, but that's such a millennial thing to do. Millennial thing to say, even though I'm not a millennial. But anyway, um, yeah, we had like a Roku party. I gave out 2 Roku TVs, right? All right. All right, let's look at the big caps, man. These small caps suck today, and I am not pleased. SNGX. I think we have SNGX on the watch list. Um, SNGS is on the watch list, and I put it there because what the heck is going on here? Oh, SNGX. I didn't. Yeah, I got it here. I'm not a big fan of its. I forgot why it's up. I know I checked, but or maybe I didn't check. SNGX positive clinical. Okay, phase 3. Thank you for bringing it back up. Positive recommendation by Indie Data Monitoring Committee on its phase 3 clinical trial of non-named drugs. That means it's still very early. For oral meticulous. Daily Biotech Pulse. Okay, Daily Biotech Pulse is a pump and dump community. They just try to pump up stocks. And when I see that, it turns me off. The formation is horrid. You have one pop. And most volume is after the pop, which means that's all selling volume. And then you have people kind of just buying out of FOMO. So I don't really like it. It's below the view app. Doesn't look very good. But could be wrong. Could pop at the open. We'll find out. It does have some news I don't fully understand, but I didn't go to school for that. This DPW now is looking sweeter and sweeter. Let's take a look at DPW's pivot points, and then before we do that, I just want to, you know what? I don't need another one. I always have like 100 windows at the end of the day. All right, stockcharts.com. Let's take a look at the pivots. See if we're around the pivot on DPW right now. Keep in mind, it is the end of the month, and these are monthly pivots. They've been the same since the beginning of the month, and do tend to change month over month. So this is like the most least accurate time to look at pivot points. Could use dailies, but I hate using dailies. So we're going to stick with the monthly pivot points. with the size of 780. Okay, so looks like we are still below the the P. We did this morning, DPW, how high did it go? 565. So it was not even able to get up to the P. Um, okay, so the S1 is at 368. If DPW goes down to 368, I will buy it. Small share size, 100 shares, and see what happens. But I don't see it going down to the pivot. Right now, it currently sits at 430. So to go down to 368 or 370, I mean, it could happen by the time we open. We got 20 minutes. Or it could happen after the bell. I have a feeling that this stock we're going to see take off. But what's going to happen today when you have all junk like this in the pre-market for these small caps? Like it's all junk. There's nothing good. You almost always get an out of nowhere stock come in. So what I mean by an out of nowhere stock, it just comes out of nowhere. Literally at the open, it was doing nothing in the pre-market to make you look at it, but it just takes off at the gate. So that's what we want to keep our eyes on. We want to have our scanners up. We want to have Benzinga Squawk Box on. Maybe make sure you put that on. And we want to be ready for anything that pops. And we want to catch it and go in it if we can catch it. So let's be vigilant and watch it. You guys is a great ETF, but I don't plan on trading it today. It is very good. Shorting MDCO at the open. I mean, ooh, it's very bullish right now. You think that's it though? Yeah, if you got that one candle, which is like a hammer, and then you have the other candle, which is like crap, I forgot the name of that one, shooting star. But you could see all the weight is to this area here. So it shot up, closed at the higher end, and then it shot up again, but closed to the lower end. So there is a high probability today might be a down day, but keep in mind you are right on the pivot point of 40.29. That's literally where you are. I don't know what it's doing in the pre-market, if it's down or not, but if it's down, then just you know what your levels are. You have to watch 40.29, 38, or in other words, around 40, around 38. But it is looking very bullish. But I can see why you would want to short it as well. LCI, I'm watching you. Yeah, ain't jack going on here. I got my own. You hear that? Did it work? Did it kick in? I got my own. It blurs out when I make a curse word. It blurs it out. So if I say something like "I don't give a," did you guys hear it? I'm just kidding. I don't have a system like that. I'm just not talking. All right, sorry. I'm getting distracted. Stop talking to me, guys. I can't concentrate. Kidding. NASDAQ most advanced. You know it's a good show? Was watching it last night for a little bit. I should get a nicer chair. I'm gonna get a nicer chair. I don't know why that just popped in my mind. Because I was literally thinking, I was just watching TV last night, but I could only watch like a half an hour because it was so late. By the time I got off this computer, like I come down here at 7 in the morning. By the time I got off this computer, it was already like 10:30. So at night. So if I'm gonna sit in this chair all day, I'm gonna make it ill. Because you know Jesse Livermore, one of the greatest traders of all time, said a trader's job is to sit, speculate, watch. Your job's not to trade. You should change your name from trader to speculator. Okay, what am I doing here? Not concentrating. Ooh, Dakota, you dirty, dirty stock. All right, so Dakota Diagnostics or Dakotatronics, whatever, got no volume. Geesh, why is this the most advanced stock of the day? It's up over 15. It's a $6 stock. Let's check it out. It's already on the watch list, but I did not like it because it doesn't. Okay, so it's around 6. It's right at the P, which gives it potential. It's above the P now. Now it's above the R2. Dang, that thing moved quick. Okay, so it's above the R2, which is rough because it can just take off from the R2, but usually it wants to come back down and test that R1. So I would say your entry on Dakota. Oh, but look at it. It hasn't moved. It hasn't done anything. It's just there. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that one at all. It just, yeah, not really. Up on earnings, which is great, so I'll keep an eye on it, but I mean, I don't know. What are you going to do at the open? You're going to pull back. What are you going to pull back to? You're going to pull back to 630 or 657 and then to buy it at 657. All right, I'll put alerts in, but I'm not sending anything out on it now. Create alerts, at or below. All right, so I got an alert on it. There might be heavy buy orders down at that R1 level pivot point. MYOV is moving up and still nothing has changed. Okay, Levingo. Definitely said that wrong. USIL, TVIX are the second two, so we'll definitely be popping around in those. USIL seems like, I think USIL is is either the double of silver or triple silver. I know they have a triple silver, and it's not, I don't think it's USIL, but let me double check on that. VTGN, VTGN, VTGN. Market looks like it's popping up a little, which is wonderful. I love that. And you might be saying, well, why do you love that, Luke? Oh no, market's not popping up. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a stock that comes out of nowhere and just takes off. Um, so I have the scanners ready. Is this triple? Yeah, oh, this is 3 times silver. All right, so it's 3 times silver compounded is pretty good. It's a pretty good stock. Let me look at the SPY real quick. In an uptrend, that's good. Overall, look at the SPY because this is likely the route we're going. We're getting very close to that bottom of the channel. 285.46 is not it. It's going to at least come down to 284.50. Um, that's not the bottom of the channel. The bottom of the channel is 280, so it's definitely not 285. Let me make a double check here. Guys, just too many lines gets me confused. All right, so the channel clearly is, it almost looks like an upward consolidation, which I don't like. I want to retest this level here. This looks like 282 level. Otherwise, what we're seeing is a consolidation more or less in the middle. I wouldn't say it's to the downside or the upside because these are down. It's kind of just in the middle. So I think it's going to come retest this level here, this 982. I'm very certain. We'll keep an eye on its movements today. And what price is it actually at right now? Roku. They're talking about Roku. Love it. Okay. I don't know what Anthony's picks are. I'm gonna find out right now. Okay. Okay. Where is DPW at? 433. Feels like a good entry. Nothing at all. Antonio's not playing anything today. Um, so, like I said, it's all junk. I don't have any picks. We're just going to watch the market movements here. LVGO. He's looking at Dakota, 615 bid. So, do you want me, let me ask him, do you want me to send that out? Not a lot of range. That's the same thing I said. It's like, okay, you go from 680 to 660 to 640. Like, what do you like? It's not appetizing. All right, I'm sending out a text alert now. He's thinking Dakota, but some days you just don't trade. That's the way it goes. Let's take a look at LVGO. Still haven't looked at that. LVGO. This is a brand new IPO and a terrible downtrend. The pivots aren't even on here. Forget this one. Uh, JetBlue, no. TVIX, PAS, Papa John's, TLT, Fox Corporate. Now, today's a market day, guys. When you see all stuff like TVIX, USILV, TLT, uh, things like that, SQQQ, that's short, the triple Q 500. These are the most advanced stocks of the day. That tells you something. We're in for a volatile day. So All right. So I think the best thing to do here. Hmm, these are gonna readjust to the downside next month. But right now we know there's a pivot at 290. Uh, we're nowhere near 290. We're not gonna hit 290 today. LCI is kind of dumping before the open. These are the smaller ones that we picked out. I kind of like DPW, man. Been saying that all morning, I know. I have a feeling it's going to start to go up out the gate. But it's literally just a feeling. There's really nothing. Eliminating debts. It's not enough to make it go crazy. It's just got to catch wind. That's all. LCI, I don't know. What was the news on LCI? So if we really can't find agreement to the propanol delay release tablets, this is some drug being released. I think stick to the usuals, Roku, SBY, UVXY, TVIX, um, right? Alt ULTA has an ER tomorrow. ULTA. Looks like did I go off the air for a few minutes? ULTA on Facebook. I hope I'm using the 5G one and not the regular one. All right. I mean, it could. There's no real way to tell. So I got nothing. I'm a little I got nothing. I'm sure something will come up. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna put the squawk box on. And this is how you can do it. I can go to I actually have Benzinga, so I could do it the real way, but you can just go to chat rooms, Benzinga squawk, and then put listen. Facebook and Easy Webinar, you won't be able to hear it because it's gonna come in my headset. Uh, but YouTube will be able to hear it. And that's good because it interrupts me anyway when I speak. So I really don't want it blasting over my voice. I'm kind of looking at DPW. Let's get all the charts up. And I'm going to keep a scanner. Let me not minimize that. I'll just put that over that. I'm going to put the scanner. Where's the gap scanner? Gap scanner. Gap scanner. I'm going to take the gap scanner, and if anything gaps up, we'll catch it. I so feel like this is going to pop up, man. I just really do. All right, so that gap scanner is really small. So I'm just going to pop it up, put it here, keep it right by my side. Boom. Keep that scanner there. And we're going to keep the Benzinga scanner up too, in case something doesn't come through on the algorithm. Why is it not listening? Why is it not saying anything? says silenced. Okay, so now I definitely want to get Benzinga. Got about. What happens when Flash goes away? Flash is supposed to go away, right? Alright, I definitely have it on now. So I'm listening, I'm looking for anything that might. And let me open Tef's account. Most active most active is TVIX. Alright, a few seconds and the bell's gonna ring. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Alright. Did it not trade anything at the open? Okay, we got a YJ on the gap scanner. I want to take a look at that. DAKT. Okay, so DAKT is pulling back. That was the one we were considering trading. YJ on the gap scanner. This popped up out of nowhere. Very interesting. Very low volume though. Reports $20 million buyback. Okay, so they bought back $20 million worth of their shares. I'm going to add YG over here. Keep an eye on it. Dakota pulled back. It's continuing to pull back. DPW is getting closer and closer to that pivot point of, I forgot what it was, 380. LCI is looking good too. LCI looks pretty good. Market is going down. New on the gap scanner, FRO. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. TVIX is very active. The market is tanking. That's the way to go. Nothing has changed. So I'm going to take a position in that. 5,000 shares. See if it pulls up a little bit. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Let me get the alert ready. I think 21.25 is a good entry. Okay, right at that level, 25. I'm going to take it. I'm keeping some money on the side in case I need to average down. All right, let's take another look. What did I say was coming up? FRO, right? That's not gapping. LCI. That candle would have tricked me. Dakota turns out to be the best trader of the day. And it went right to that level, that 660 level. That's the one. That was the one. Antonio was right. Good call, Tony Hedges. How far is this thing gonna go though? That's what I want to know. Well, I don't care right now. I don't care because I'm doing way better than I would have done in Dakota. All right, I'm gonna sell, and I didn't sell all. I just sold some. Still have 1,000 in the game. Just locking in profits here, man. Dakota now pulling back some. DPW right at its pivot point. 68. That is the pivot point. Take a risk here. No, it broke the pivot point. I'm not taking that risk now. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's okay. I want it to go up some. Beyond is dumping out the gate and then popping up. Come on, man. You suck, man. Come on. Market's going to keep tanking, but we do need a pull up to get in if we're going to get in on options. Need some sort of pull up to the upside. Up, up, up. It's clearly going to drop here, but I would love for it to go up. How's Roku doing? Okay, it's going up. I love the fact that it's going up. I really do. Okay. Okay. It's at a pivotal level too. 285, 90. It's a little too early to buy options, man. Let's see if it breaks this 285. Just one on the pull up. Did it break? Ah. Where's the market? Did not break. I don't want that. Oh, I knew that was going to happen too. Son of a B. All right, let me make sure I get filled. Look at that move. Ah, that killed me. That's just like, I felt like I got stabbed right there. There we go. I'll take that. Go ahead. Good. Whew. I got my 400 fill. Okay, let me send those out. You could probably still get it for the 400. Buying power. Just watching right now, looking and observing. And how's DPW doing? Did it bounce on that pivot? A little bit. Little bit. Kind of want to get in it. Kind of like DPW a lot now that it hit that point. Can I buy it? Position? Market. No, sector's not tradable. Trade it here. Charts, DPW. It's at the pivot. DPW. You got to buy it on a stop order over 69. Put that out in the text alert. At the pivot. DPW is at the pivot. Okay, it's filled. And let's see what happens with it. Got an uptrend arrow from the TTM. MACD. It's looking like it's going positive. and a pre-market high of 566, highest volume, biggest gainer. All people see right now. So give it a shot. We broke out. Okay. I'm not buying it. I think it's going to come back down here. Hmm. Well, this is yeah. This is a dangerous situation to be in. Also, a potentially great opportunity. Yep. Okay. Okay. It's up on a spike. That's very rich there. All right. I'm gonna put a stop buy order at 21. It's, I can't make a decisive decision now. I need to let the charts run a minute and figure out what the hell they're doing. Because the Dow just hit a very strong resistance. Okay, the Dow, yeah, okay. So I figured out what I'm doing. I'm going back in right here. The Dow is at a very strong resistance point and it just bounced off of it. So this is a big moment here. Kind of needs to come down now. Or I would sell everything. I would sell the options. I would sell. At the top of the VWAP. That's it. That's it. Oof. That's ugly. We're going to see a reversal. It's going to happen. So it was a stupid idea for me to even exit. I'm staying in. I'm buying in nice and low right here with a stop at 19.99, obviously. It's going to stop right here. It looks like it's going to turn around right there from what I'm seeing. Got stopped out on DPW. Taking a little bit of a hit here. Trying to find out what's going on. We're going to come back down. It's just not right now. But I think it's better to trying to decide if it's better to sell during this little uptrend we're about to see, or if this is just like a total fake out type thing. And you're better to hold. I think it's going to go up a little bit more towards the second Dow resistance. And if it doesn't start turning around here, I'm probably already stopped out here. How am I not stopped out? I put in a stop. Oh, crap, because I made an error. I thought I was at 20. We're at 21. Did I make that mistake on the text lines? Okay, let's see what happens at 287 here. Gold is dumping. Dow is now positive. Wow. Broke 287. Okay. So we're in the middle. We're not going to have a positive market day today. So the fact that we're positive right now lets me know we're rounding the top of this little rally here. And on a day that the yield curve is inverted again, I don't see that being a day that we're shooting towards the top of the channel. I see that more as a day where we shoot to the bottom of the channel. Unless, like we said this morning, it constantly gets inverted and then back to normal and then inverted back to normal. Maybe people are just used to it by now. And they kind of just ignore it. Supposedly it's not as big a deal as it used to be, but okay. This is an overextension here. VIX is still in 20. So As long as the VIX remains in 20. The tick is up 440. It's just a crazy, crazy, choppy freaking day. We're going to come down here. Right around. That's too much of a bull flag. It's going to break out again. If it doesn't break out in that formation, then we'll definitely be coming down. I see us going back, but I'll create alert. This might be the peak level where you would want to buy UVXY. Create alert. Let's see. This might be that peak level here. It's kind of flat. It's the first time we've seen that really. And now, boom, you get a big. Okay, so now it's dumping. Now's the time you want to own UVXY. Boom! I'm just trying to focus right now. I'm getting my ass handed to me. Yeah. Shoot. Come on. I put our stop at 2050. I know I got in and out, but I was in really heavy. I had no choice. I could not ride that down at 8,000 shares to 2050. The 2050 was the stop. Come on. If you break below this level here and create a new downtrend style. I'll go in even heavier. Let's hang on here 2 seconds here. Oh, this market is very bullish. If it pops up again here, um, damn. All right, so my here's my thing. I'm just gonna wait. Um, I'm not gonna reverse my position and go short. Not yet, anyway, because we have a VIX still in 20. If the VIX leaves 20, I'll consider reversing my position. We now are at that stop loss level. So that is when I will as well exit at 249, 2049. So I got my stop loss in, and if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. Ah, man. If the VIX goes below 20, it's currently at 2032. I will go short the VIX or short TVIX. Um, hmm, damn. Bing, bang, boom. Getting beat up here. Hmm, it's going to break me out. Yep, I got stopped out. Stepped out, and then it pops back up. Frick is the Dow up? The Dow is up 50 points, 45 points. Level 2. Okay. I'm gonna try one entry here. Perfect. Okay. We hit, what's our lows? 2044. I'm gonna put my stop in at 2043. Let it ride. I'm gonna be right back in 2 seconds. Oh yeah, that's the reversal there. That is the reversal. Let's wait and see. I'll be back. Okay, so what has changed? Not much. Trend's looking like it's going down, but could pop up. We really want to drop below that 287 level just for, to confirm this trend. 287.06, 287.05, 287.04, 287.01, 287, 286.99. Okay, good. We're looking better now. All right. Back above 287. 287.06, 287.05, 287.03, 287.02, 287.04, 287.03, 287.05, 287.02, 287.01, 02, 01, 03. Come on. 287.01, 287 on the bid, 287.02 on the bid, 03 on the bid, 287 on the bid, 286.99 on the bid, 287 on the bid. Here we go. 286.98 on the bid. All right. I just had to make a phone call. That's all, guys. You know what I'm saying? I got this. Uh, this doesn't look good. Okay. The tick is at 29. The VIX is at 2043. It hit a low of 2014. So that makes sense. Tick at 29, you got to go to put in this ticker here, and it's basically what it tells you. Boom. Is whether or not there's more selling or buying. Huh. See, that line is like the 0 line. So if you see the tick above that, usually the market is bullish. When you see the tick below that, it means there's generally more selling than buying, and the market will react in sync. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can identify a channel. Uh-oh. I did not like the way that looked. Okay. What I'm kind of seeing, especially on the NASDAQ, is a potential head and shoulders here. So if we have this little pop up here, followed by a drop, similar to the one you see here, that could actually be very good. Because that is a strong formation, technical formation, that we could be seeing a reversal. Tick is negative, market's down. Oh, God. Come on, man. I can't identify a channel here. This is crazy. Let's see if let's identify a channel. All right. So we got a peak here and a peak here. Let's start with that peak. This peak to this peak. Extend to the right. We have our resistance level. So we have to stay below that. Everything is so sensitive right now. Like a 2 cent move on this changes everything. It's crazy. And then a support would be, you know what? Let me remove this. We're gonna do this one, the channel. Let's put the channel here. Top is right here. Oh, no, right click, create drawing channel. And the bottom is right here. Beautiful. We have a channel now. And it is clearly a downward channel. I wonder if it's a good idea to increase exposure or share size or let it run. It's a very thin channel, but don't forget the channel up was a very thin channel. It could broaden though at some point. It might break out of this channel and you might be like, oh crap, but that might just be it broadening. Uh, yeah, it means it's only bullish at that moment. Exactly. So right now, market is, I don't know what the hell it's doing, and we're kind of flatlined here. You can see that the tick can go as low as 1,000. So 100 or negative 100. See, up 400 is a big move. We're at the top of the channel, and we broke. Hmm. Wow, that's a huge move. Let's see if it. I knew that was gonna happen. Hmm. That big candle is consolidating now. Ah, it does. Okay. Mm, intraday highs are 287.60. Mm, broke through the lows. I got stopped out. Okay, we touched the top. We touched the highs, and now are we coming down? Is it gonna double top? Literally can't do anything right now. It's like I don't know which way to go. It seems like it's double topping, but I need at least two more candles for confirmation because it could just be a little, resistance at the highs and then take off. So I don't want to get stuck in that. So I'm gonna wait a little bit before I do anything, if I do anything. Our Federal Reserve cannot mentally keep up with the competition. Other countries other countries. At the G7 in France, all of the other leaders were giddy about how low their interest costs have gone. Germany is actually getting paid to borrow money, zero interest plus no clue Fed exclamation point. All right, so he's criticizing the Fed when the market is actually being bullish. Why is he doing that? He should have done that yesterday when the market was sucking. Okay. Still don't know what's going on. The overall direction is bullish. Gold is starting to go up, but crude is going up as well, and that usually helps the market go up. So I'm thinking okay, market's at its highs, 280. I mean, yeah, 287.60. It's hitting a strong resistance there. I think it's due to break. Yeah, it's breaking. But this is not reacting. We're at all-time highs, but this is not at the intraday lows. We're at 288. Are we gonna break 288? This is really tanking. Yeah, that looks like that's gonna break. So I'm gonna take a position and get it in and out and just scalp some money real quick. Come on, man. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. I am done. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Since I can't read the market and I'm getting slaughtered here, I'm going to stop my day and not completely. I'm going to stop for an hour. It's 10:45. So 11:45. I'm going to come back, reevaluate the situation. If it's worth entering, I'll enter. If not, then I won't. So that's how I'm going to do that. I will be back in about an hour. I will go live again on all streams, and we will figure this out. Because this sucks. Is there any text alerts that I have? Uh, yeah, there is. UVXY. But I put a stop loss on UVXY, so you should have stopped yourself out. That's it. So I'm going to give it an hour, because right now, it's not working. But I'm going to come back.